Welcome back. We're in Kogi State now, where residents have been battling water shortage for over 3 months now. The situation has gotten so bad that some residents now draw water directly from River Niger. In this special report, we take a look at the situation and its impact on lives.
Water everywhere, and yet nothing to drink. That's what readily comes to mind as water scarcity hits residents of Kogi State. Known as the Confluent State, the state provides the meeting point for River Niger and River Benue in the north-central part of the country. It would appear, though, that apart from the aquatic splendor that it provides, the people do not have much to gain from being so close to these streams of water, and it is beginning to take its toll on everyday living.
There is no any water again. For the past 2 months, the children cannot, in fact, they trip to help from water side to go and get water. In fact, some of the parents will also cry again that because of the accident, you can see the major road that's always claimed the life of those that used to go and look for water from every angle.
The water situation in Lokoja for now is really pathetic. It's biting everyone. The Meruas that sell water for us, those days they sell a truck, which is 10 jerrycans in a truck at the rate of 150, 120. But right now, they sell it to us at the rate of 350, 400.
The residents may have resorted to some sort of self-help, considering the importance of water. Some are even willing to risk their lives to get the all-important commodity.
Due to scarcity of water, my children went to fetch water because we look for water wherever we can get. So, and thank be to God, there is a school very close to my house known as Faith Academy. That's where my children went to fetch water. When they are coming back, one of them was bitten by a snake.
I run permanently on generator to be able to provide them with the water. And it's like even the pump is already showing signs of overburden, almost getting to the detriment of my tenants. So I don't know what to do. It's a terrible thing, and it's all over the whole town.
Others may have found more ingenious ways of dealing with the problem, getting the water directly from source. The snag is a whole lot of activity goes on by the riverside than just drawing water. That poses serious hygienic and health risks to the residents.
It is not easy. Actually, even before the advent of the water board, we have 3-4 boreholes that have been serving the hospital. But in recent times, the hospital have really grown in leaps and bounds. So that those 3 boreholes that are aging, finding it difficult to serve the needs of the hospital now. You will not believe it. Even people come into this hospital, as there is water scarcity, patient relation, everything, to even still fetch the old aging borehole that we have. And these are the boreholes are the one for domestic boreholes.
With the new administration in the saddle, residents of Kogi State will be hoping that the government will address the problem of water scarcity to prevent other consequences that may arise from consuming unclean water.
Governance can only be said to be effective when the people have access to basic social and infrastructural amenities. But residents of communities in Borikpe local government area of Osun State are lamenting what they describe as underdevelopment in their areas. Our community report tonight looks at the neglected issues and how the transformation can be of immense economic benefits to the people.
Now you're talking.
That sound usually signals the start of a day filled with activities. But for 4 communities in Osun State, the days are not worth looking forward to. Marinfi, Idiokiti, Idiogungun, and Onioba fall under Iragbiji town in Borikpe local government area of Osun State, and they all have one thing in common: underdevelopment. Although these communities share a boundary with Osogbo, the state capital, residents here complain of lack of basic social amenities such as water, schools, primary health care center, and electricity. Like many other communities in Osun State, the major occupation of the people is farming, as they have a large expanse of about 50 hectares of land used for cocoa farming, oil palm, and plantain farm. Residents at Maringfin village have to trek long distances into this farmland to get to this brook, which they say is their only source of water, and sometimes they have to share with cattle rearers. Although the chairman of Borikwe local government area, Mr. Kehinde Moron Keji, when contacted, refused to speak on the matter, the lawmaker representing Borikwe and Boluwaduro constituencies at the Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Bello Oshualale, says government developmental projects are in phases. For him, government has been able to provide more travel roads for the people and will look into others in the next phase.
Whatever government want to do, they will not do it in a day. And that's why they say Rome was not built in a day. It's stages. All these schools they built now, they will not spend money on books again. Any roads they thought they will not spend on. After that, they go to other places.
But as these residents continue to lament the lack of infrastructure, this 82-year-old cocoa farmer, Kilani Ogloa, and his brother believe that with some incentive, they can help create wealth for the state with cocoa farming.
I want the government to give us the new seed of cocoa. I have good land for here. You see it. When you have planted a new seed, you can get a plant cocoa here and everything.
I get this thing, cocoa, be everything, you did here. So, no get good water. If you want to do something for us, go do this maternity here. We can't do maternity for us here. Because all those parents, you carry go to Osogbo to go treat children for Osogbo.
With a continuous call to raise the standard of living of the people in the rural areas, it has become imperative for the government to act fast if the economy of the state is to receive a boost.
Now you're talking.
From one community to another, Durumi district is located in the southwest of Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory. And this community is bordered by Garki districts 1 and 2 to the northeast. It's been without electricity for many years, until 2015, when the federal government introduced a solar power plant to light up the community.
Durumi is a small community at the Mpape Hills, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory. Like several other communities, the village had no electricity until 2015, when the federal government commissioned this solar power plant to give the community electricity. Apart from powering the street lights, solar panels were distributed free of charge to residents at the time of commissioning to light up their homes, a gesture they are grateful for.
If you look at the poles now, they're falling. Some has break. So that's what we're suffering here. But light, that light issue, we don't have it. It's only good Lord Jonathan that came and gave us a solar light here that we're using.
Since they bring the solar system to our village here, we have improved with our things. Like every time we have to get light. Immediately 6 o'clock like this bar, we'll see light. The village will be bright with everywhere. And even the houses that we are living by, immediately 6 o'clock like this bar, we want our light. I'll be looking the place will be so bright, and everybody will see the light. This light is very effective to us, good to us. Before the light has not come here to this village, before you know, the area is dark. But now the place is what? The place is bright now.
2 years after the project was commissioned in this community, some residents are now urging the government to continue with such projects for other communities to benefit.
It's a welcome development. You see, Jerusalem was not built in a day, and we all have our road paths before it's always start. So it could be a step ahead as in period to when they could have the electricity. But basically, we are yearning for the electricity. But where you know, yes, of course, it could be extended to other communities who are still not having it.
Line is coming from. When the Minister of Works, Power and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, inspected electricity projects in Abuja, including this solar power plant in Durumi village, he promised to consider small power plants during his regime.
Smaller power plants that do 10, 5, 20 megawatts are part of what we expect will come on stream as we go on.
The beauty of the street lights in Durumi village at night when Channels Television visited stands in sharp contrast with how it looks during the day. Many more rural settlements in Nigeria that have no electricity could enjoy something similar to this one in Durumi if this kind of project is sustained.
Bringing it home to Lagos State now, the government has reiterated its determination to keep the state clean and safe at all times. Governor Akinwumi Ambode said this as he spoke on the Light Up Lagos initiative being implemented across all local government areas. The governor explains this is part of transforming Lagos into a mega city with business activities open for operations 24 hours a day. Lagos State, Nigeria's former seat of power and presently the commercial nerve center. Going by the 2006 census exercise, the total population of Lagos was pegged at around 25 million people in an environment of 3,577 square kilometers. Months into the tenure of this present government in the state, the crime statistics has become alarming, and all concerned agencies have gotten back to the drawing board in a resolve to nip the situation in the bud. Then came the idea to light up the entire city.
In the past few months, we have fixed street lights from Baga in Ojodu to Lekki, Ikorodu to Lagos Island, and the entire Ikeja axis, Victoria Island and Ikoyi. We are taking this project to every part of the state.
They should ensure that these street lights are being maintained, and then security should be put in place to prevent people who knock down these lights to just go scot-free.
This operation, in no doubt, has gone a milestone for the road users, particularly at night, and of course for security operatives.
You know, lots of bad things are done in darkness. That has helped a lot in prevention of crimes. It's a preventive action. That has also helped a lot in detection. Because when the streets are littered, you'll be able to see who is committing crime. Where they want to run into hiding, you'll be able to see them and give them a good chase.
I'm sure there's still some other places where they don't have that much street light, so I want them to continue in that stead.
As Lagos residents await further action by government on areas that are yet to feel the impulse of crime-curbing measures, experts believe there's need to follow up on putting more security cameras across the state. Still ahead of the news at 10, Manchester United and Chelsea play out a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. That's in sports news. Please join us again.